Precision oncology is an advancement in cancer care that aims to personalize treatment for each individual. For patients like David Platts at McGill University Health Center, it could be a game changer.
There was a new treatment that had just been approved in the United States in April 2020, fast-tracked, because it's the first new treatment in a very long time in this disease.
The MUHC Foundation is now raising money to fund further research, and Julie Kenville is the president and CEO of the foundation. She's our guest this morning. Welcome to Your Morning.
Good morning.
For those of us just hearing about it, how does precision oncology work?
There are many different waves of precision oncology. So let's just talk about what treatment David received. There are about 4,000 people who were tested with what we call next generation sequencing. So what are we looking for? We are trying to see which mutation your cancer has. If you think about it, we all know someone who has unfortunately received chemotherapy that didn't work. Their health deteriorated very rapidly, because what happens is that we're killing all of the natural, wonderful cells at the same time as we're killing the tumor cells. So with what we did for David is we managed to go and find out what is his sequencing, what are the genetics of his cancer. And luckily, David was eligible for a new type of therapy, a new type of medication, which targeted his tumor cells. And of course, as you saw from David, he's feeling incredibly well, and he is traveling right now and enjoying life.
Your hospital is in the middle of a campaign to fund some research, and hospitals around the world are also working on this type of personalized cancer care. What do you hope precision oncology will look like 10 years from now?
I hope that each and every patient will get the right medication at the right time. And that's really important. There's the next generation sequencing like David received, but there are so many other ways that we can offer the best medication at the right time. So for example, we actually have the ability today to take your tumor, grow it in a dish, and try the medications ahead of time. So we're not using you to test it. We will know exactly which medication will work for you. And thanks to this campaign, we're actually able to launch what we call a basket trial at the MUHC. So that'll be wonderful for all of Quebecers who will have access to this. And this is in partnership with Roche. We're extremely happy about this. What it means is maybe you and I both have breast cancer, but we don't actually have the same tumor type. And so there are medications that we know might work on that tumor type, but it's not yet approved by Health Canada for that breast cancer. And so what we want to do is to make sure with Roche that we provide access to those medications to patients who can benefit from them. But as you probably know, unless you're on a clinical trial, you don't have access to that. And that's an important role played by a research hospital in this country.
Yeah, access is a really important question. We know there have been delayed cancer screenings during the pandemic, and as a result, some patients are having worse outcomes. One study even showing a 4-week delay in cancer treatment can increase the risk of death by about 10%. So how does precision oncology offer hope, and how is it accessible to everyone in the country?
Absolutely. So the role of an academic hospital like the MUHC is actually to rewrite the medical books. Hospitals across the country are following the guidelines, so they know for breast cancer you have access to the following chemotherapies. But when your cancer progresses, often it spreads throughout your body, and we may not know that. So the role of the academic hospitals, the role of the MUHC is to rewrite those medical books. And we unfortunately will see more and more patients across the country with very advanced cancers in the coming years. I think we're going to see the impact in 3 to 4 years. We're going to see the biggest impact of the pandemic. And we need to drastically accelerate what we do on prevention across the country and diagnostics. But precision oncology at least will be bringing incredible hope for patients with advanced cancers across the country.
It certainly is exciting to learn about. Julie, will this be something that can be accessible in all our publicly funded hospitals?
It will eventually. So it always starts in our academic hospitals because we have the ability to run clinical trials. It unfortunately, Anne-Marie, takes so long for drugs to become accepted by Health Canada. And sometimes 3, 4, 5 years during those periods of time where we know that the medication actually works for patients. You can access them throughout the country in a research hospital. So our role is to rewrite the medical books and make sure that we make the case to Health Health Canada that these drugs actually work so that they are accessible across the country. But I do want to say, this campaign reiterates that this is a partnership. Innovation in healthcare does not happen just through publicly funded institutions. The role of philanthropy is to make the difference between quality and excellence in healthcare, and our role and mandate is to really support innovation. We provide the seed funding that then allows them to access grants and make sure that we can prove the case.
Yeah, any advancement in the cancer front is always something to look into and to celebrate. Julie Kenville, thanks so much.
Thanks for the invitation.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.